Do you want to hear how someone once paid more than a blockbuster movie budget just for a jersey? Or how one player demolished a house just to build a new one? Hold tight. Today, we're diving into the 3 most expensive things NBA players own. And you're going to see how these purchases are not just flexes. They're statements, risks, and stories waiting to be told. Let's jump in. Mansions and real estate. The palaces that speak. If there's one place NBA stars love, it's their homes. But theirs are not your average homes. They're real estate Oscars waiting for a red carpet. Take LeBron James, who owns a $37 million mansion in Beverly Hills. 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a screening room, you know. The kind of place where even your microwave probably has its own assistant. Then there's Stephen Curry, whose Atherton estate, estimated at $31 million, sits in one of the most expensive zip codes in America. That house isn't just a roof. It's a fortress, a brand, and an anchor. Now, before you think all this is just irrational spending, pause. These homes do more than dazzle, they declare identity. Moving from modest beginnings to a gated estate says, I belong in greatness. But here's the twist: real estate is tricky. Michael Jordan's Highland Park mansion, bought for $2 million in 1991, lingered unsold for years and eventually fetched much less than initial asking. Shaq once listed a 28-mile Florida mansion. It finally sold for around $11 million. Even legends misread market rhythms, so when someone on camera says, here's my $30 million house, you don't just see marble, you see story. You see triumph, risk, and even fear. And that's what you want to bring into your own content. Not just what's impressive, but what's human. Imagine your kitchen sink cost more than your car. Then realize, in some of these houses, it probably does. Memorabilia and collectibles, moments worth millions. If mansions are about permanence, memorabilia is about legacy. These are objects stamped with memory, moments, and magic. In April 2025, Kobe Bryant's 1996 debut, Lakers jersey sold for $7 million. Yes, that sweaty, worn-out shirt. Legendary. But hold up, the crown jewel is Michael Jordan's 1998 Last Dance Finals Game 1 jersey. It fetched $10.09 million, the all-time record for NBA memorabilia. Stephen Curry's rookie logoman autograph card crawled in near $5.9 million, ranking among the top 3. Why pay millions for cloth or cardboard? Because these aren't just items, they're vessels of emotion. They represent a crowd roar, a buzzer shot, a legend in motion. They're portals to memory. When a collector buys Jordan's jersey, they aren't buying cloth, they're buying a legend's heartbeat. But yes, there's tension. Counterfeits exist. Provenance can be murky. The market may wobble. That uncertainty is storytelling gold. It's the reason people lean in. So the next time you show someone a watch, a ticket stub, or even an old t-shirt in a video, don't just show it, tell why it matters. Ask, what moment does this contain? What risk did someone take to preserve it? That's how you turn an object into an emotional magnet. If your old high school t-shirt ever sells for $5 million, call me, I want rights to the sequel. Businesses, brands, and big ventures investing in legacy. The third category is less about buying, it's about building. Many NBA players are no longer just athletes, they're entrepreneurs, investors, and storytellers in their own right. LeBron James holds equity in Blaze Pizza and has a stake in Fenway Sports Group, owners of the Red Sox and Liverpool. He's not just dribbling for dollars, he's shaping entire industries. Stephen Curry leads unanimous media, telling stories of family, hope, and creativity. He also launched Curry brand under Under Armour. Kevin Durant's 35 Ventures invests in Coinbase, esports, and tech. Michael Jordan's Jordan brand still drives billions in royalties and licensing every year. These moves are more than profits, they're identity statements. They say, I will live past my playing days. My name won't fade, my enterprise will echo. But building is risky. Markets shift. Partnerships fail. What seems like a genius move one year can feel like folly the next. But that's the bet, they risk their name, so their story continues. When you frame a business story in your content, go deeper than he made money. Ask, what motivated him? What fear did he conquer? What legacy was he betting on? That emotional undercurrent is what turns a business deal into a captivating narrative. Remember when owning a business meant owning one lemonade stand? Now it means owning pizza chains, media studios, and sports teams. Times have changed. What lies beneath lessons and threads? After looking at mansions, memorabilia, and ventures, some patterns emerge. These are more than purchases, they're stories. First, identity and belonging. Every one of these purchases answers, who am I? LeBron didn't just buy a house. He claimed a space in greatness. The jersey isn't just signed. It anchors someone to history. A company isn't just an asset. It broadcasts values and purpose. Second, legacy and time. Real estate and businesses look forward. Memorabilia reaches backward. Together, they try to stretch influence beyond seasons. No one wants to be forgotten. Third, risk and vulnerability. These big purchases don't eliminate doubt. They expose it. The biggest houses face unsold listings. The rarest relics face authenticity challenges. The shinier ventures risk being overshadowed. That's what makes the stories feel real. Every victory hides a question. Will it last? Fourth, symbol versus substance. A mansion is hollow if no one lives in it. A jersey is meaningless without its story. A company is empty without purpose. The flip from superficial to significant happens when intention and emotion anchor the symbol. If you want to tell powerful stories, you can't just show what's great. You must show why it's grand. What was risked, what was hoped for, and what was lost. A $30 million house is just concrete and drywall until someone tells you it's a monument to a journey from zero. Then it becomes poetic. Your turn, a framework to tell any expensive thing story. Let me give you a tool. You can use this 5-step framework to turn any object, experience, or purchase, big or small, into a story that lands. Step 1. Trigger, root, significance. Don't start with price or size. Start with why it matters. Maybe your first laptop made you feel seen, or your new camera makes you believe in your calling. Step 2. Backstory and contrast. Where were you before this? What doubts, fears, or scarcity did you carry? Contrast magnifies the value. If you went from a tiny apartment to a sprawling studio, that contrast screams narrative. Step 3. Conflict, risk, and tension. What could go wrong? What did you gamble? What did others doubt? In those NBA stories, Jordan's unsold mansion, Shaq's discounted house, forgeries in the memorabilia market, they all carry conflict you can mine. Step 4. Transformation. Restes. Meaning, and after you made that move, what changed? Did you become more confident, more grounded, more free? Or did you learn a humbling lesson? That shift is your story's heart. Step 5. Bridge to audience. Cis. Relatability. Now tie it back to your people. You might not own a $30 million mansion, but you own your time, your choices, your creative risk. Invite them to see themselves in that journey. Let's try it. Imagine your expensive thing is your education. Trigger. You believed learning would open doors. Backstory. You struggled with resources. Conflict. You sacrificed leisure, sleep, maybe relationships. Transformation. You now speak with confidence. Doors opened. Bridge. Your audience may not go to grad school, but they can invest in growth, risk courage, change trajectory. See? You just turned a purchase, education, into a story thread. If your expensive thing is your Netflix subscription, don't worry, I'll still help you find the story in it. The conclusion ties the whole story together, moving from luxury mansions to million-dollar memorabilia and powerful business ventures, revealing that behind every purchase lies identity, risk, and legacy. It reminds the audience that true value isn't about the price tag, but the belief, sacrifice, and growth behind it. The message inspires viewers to see meaning in their own expensive things, whether that's time, dreams, or courage, and to tell those stories authentically. And there you have it behind every mansion, million-dollar jersey, and business empire lies a story of hustle, risk, and heart. If you loved diving into the world of NBA luxury and legacy, don't just scroll away, slam dunk that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories, and ring the bell so you never miss a shot of inspiration.